So the Nintendo Switch 2 is getting even more exciting. We know of so many games that are going to be coming to the platform and even new items and ideas. That is definitely really cool. So it seems like Diablo 4 is going to be making its way over to Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th. Now honestly, this is definitely really cool, but there's a couple issues with this port. First off, it's going to be $70. Also, it's going to be a code in the box. Not even a game key card, but just a simple code in the box. Now, honestly, that doesn't sit right with me. If they're going to do this, I feel like it should have been on a game key card. That's what I've been saying. I feel like game key cards are better than a code in the box. If you were to look at it, a code in the box, you get absolutely nothing. You can't sell it. It's pretty much just digital, and it's just a waste of plastic and harmful things to the environment if you don't even have this little cartridge that you can at least sell. It's pretty much just waste at that point. But then when it comes to a game key card, that is more likely the scenario that would work just fine in my opinion, but that just could be what I'm thinking. We also have this right here that we should probably take a look at. It seems like Elden Ring Tarnished Edition actually runs really good on Nintendo Switch 2, which is definitely really cool. At first, I don't know if you remember, about a year ago, there was a beta test about this game, and oh boy, it was choppy to say the least. It was like you're playing Elden Ring on a PS3 or an Xbox 360. It was that bad. But now it seems like they smoothened out the game, a solid 30 FPS, running perfectly fine. Right now, it doesn't seem like they are going to be changing from the game keycard to an actual physical cartridge. So I guess we're going to have to see. The reason why I bring this up is because Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, last minute they did the switch to a full physical cartridge, which made a lot of people jump into the idea, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to have fun with this game, because hey, there's no other way to really fully, truly own the game. So if it's on the actual cartridge, well then there you go, that would work very seamlessly. But the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, I guess you get all the DLCs on your game key card. Maybe that's why they couldn't figure it out. But the one thing you got to take a note on is, in fact, on PlayStation or even Xbox, Cyberpunk 2077 is, I believe, 164 gigabytes. So they managed to compress it all the way down to an actual physical cartridge. So who knows what's going to be going on. There's been a post that has been making the rounds on Twitter, and oh boy, it is definitely really interesting. Now, this all has to do with Fortnite. Now, I know some of you probably don't like Fortnite. You think it's a horrible game. It's a baby game. It ruins all the franchises. Like, hey, look, that's the guy from Fortnite and things like that. But there's something that Nintendo has done that has really, I mean, really shocked the internet with a lot of things. First off, Fortnite is getting a brand new season, and this is going to add a bunch of different characters that we've previously never seen in the game before. Like Pac-Man, Crash Bandicoot, you have Spyro the Dragon, you also have Tetris, and a bunch of other games. And Nintendo said something really interesting. Right now, there's no confirmation that there is going to be a Nintendo character in the game, but if you were to take a look at a screenshot of one of the trailers, you can clearly see like a Mario Kart, and you can clearly see, I believe, Link flying from the sky, but like a not Link, it's just like a reincarnation or a recreation of the actual character. But Nintendo says, looks like Fortnite sent us for August 20th. Wonder what it does. So I know they pretty much already do things like this. They do promote the Fortnite seasons, but this one has definitely caught the attention of everyone because Nintendo could easily add like a character to the game and bring a lot of attention to that character. Because what Fortnite does a really good job of is, in fact, introducing characters from across the gaming industry and allowing you to play that game, play as that character, and then jump into that game later on. And I honestly think that this is definitely really fantastic. Like, one of the characters that I really use as a skin when I play the game is, in fact, Master Chief. Now, of course, I've already played Master Chief, but it still goes to show that I want to go back and play all the Halo games again. So if you've never seen the character before, obviously you're probably going to want to play that game. So what has led many people to believe, hey, maybe Mario is going to be coming, maybe Link's going to be coming. Now, no, hold your horses. I don't think they're going to ever release those, but they could potentially bring light to a brand new IP. Like, one of the big talks on the internet right now is, in fact, Metroid or Samus, and in fact Star Fox, so then they could potentially get all that drag to their IPs. One of the big problems with this is Nintendo doesn't really like to see their IPs on other platforms. Now, we did see a skin for Rocket League, I believe it was, that allowed you to have a Mario Kart and a Luigi Kart, or maybe it was a Samus Kart or something, but you weren't able to see it on another platform, so it would pretty much appear as the standard base card. Potentially this is what Nintendo is going to be doing it, or they're just going to introduce this with Epic Games. Okay, we'll give you, I don't know, Samus, or we'll give you Star Fox, and there you go. That would work perfectly fine. But I honestly think that, yeah, this would be fantastic. I am honestly a pretty big fan of Fortnite on how they did things. I haven't played the game in a long time, but recently I picked it up again, and there's brand new sprites and things, which is definitely really cool. So yeah, it's overall. Now, there's another game that I wanted to take a look at and discuss. Okay, so by now you probably also know that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in 2027, and there's been a big, and I mean a pretty big, substantial news about this. Now, it's not going to be how the story is going to be, but there's a brand new trailer, and the brand new trailer is definitely really interesting. It's about, I believe it's Coco, but I could be wrong about the Disney IP. It's definitely really interesting. So they go on to say that they promise, and I mean they promise, that this game is going to be out soon. Like, it's going to be out in 2027. There's not going to be any delays. They promise it's going to be 2027, so it looks like it's better be 2027. Overall, I definitely think that this is definitely really great. Now, there's something that I mentioned yesterday, and I thought that maybe we should just take a look at it again. It seems like Halo is going to be making its way over to Nintendo Switch and maybe Switch 2 or whatever. It's definitely really interesting because Master Chief, there's apparently going to be an amiibo for it that they already have in development. So potentially this could be like Campaign Evolve. Potentially this could be something for Super Smash Bros. Or whatever, because we have already seen other characters make their way over to Super Smash Bros. Like Sora's there, Minecraft is there, or Steve and Alex. So maybe this is what they're going to be doing. Now, for a final bit of information, we have this right here. So now, I don't know if you believe this, but take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, GTA 6 is going to be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. I definitely found that to be definitely really interesting. Potentially, this is something that they're going to be doing, or maybe not going to be doing. Like, I don't know. There's been some rumors that, yes, Kiwi Talks is saying that there's going to be 80% certainty that there's going to be GTA 6 in 2027. So I guess we're going to have to see. After all, it can run on the Xbox Series S. Anyways, what are your thoughts on all this? Do you think that this is some great news for third parties on Nintendo Switch 2, or not so much? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoy. Consider hit that like button, maybe subscribing if you're new. We do a bunch of different Nintendo content on this channel. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. See you in the next one.